Morning lovelies. So you joined me on a Saturday morning. We are currently going to my dad's. We are going to get two things hopefully sorted today. We found a windscreen guy that can actually come to the house, so he's going to do that. And I'm going to take the wheel off, reason why I'm in the car. Then I'm going to take the wheel off, take it to the wheel place, and hopefully they can save it. It does look like it's a bit bent, and it looks like the paint has like kind of, because it's bent, it's kind of like splintered. So fingers crossed we can get this sorted, and let's get on with it. Let's show you what's going on. Right, so unfortunately we arranged a time and a date for the windscreen to be fitted, and apparently his van's broken down, which obviously stuff happens. But my mate gave me this number, but it seems too cheap to be true. The fact is, like, he said he's got 12 jobs on today, which is like 12 hours. It's 9 o'clock. I'm not to do a windscreen. Like, it's taking you longer than an hour to do a windscreen, I would have thought. So windscreen not like he's getting the day. To be honest, do you think it's too cheap, isn't it? My stomach's going, yo. I think I've had quotes here, and the quote's coming at nearly double what he's quoted, and the fact he ain't turned up has made me go, nah, sack it off. So yeah, we're gonna get the wheel off, and then take the wheel to the place and see if we can get it done and dusted. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, what do you reckon? Do you reckon? Well, it's holding air anyway, so it's holding air, but obviously, as you can see, she's a bit. Do you reckon that the metal's cracked, or what do you reckon?
People, what is happening, and welcome back to another video on the Mini Cooper John Cooper Works salvage edition. So last time I videoed this, we were kind of sorting out all the parking sensor issues and stuff like that, and things that have actually happened this week, which has been, it's a very progressive week, even though I actually haven't been here. So you might see something here. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to be as obvious as possible. Can you see what's been done? Yes, if you can see, we've had a windscreen replaced. I'm actually gonna cut it here.
Oh yeah, as you can see, we're back at the Mini, getting the windscreen done. Unfortunately, Mal can't be here at the moment, so I said I'd do a quick video for him just to show. I've got Jordan here from ETS. It's a family-run business. Is that right, Jordan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, family-run business. So anybody needs window screens fitting, we can put a link in with the phone number and all that on there. So it's just a. As Mal, I don't know, probably told you, we've had the wheel sorted now. Had a slight dink in it, we took that off, took it to a repair centre, that's all sorted now. Obviously Jordan just sorted out taking the windscreen out, so here's the broken one. There's Jordan. So hello, Jordan.
Hello.
There you go. And here's the new windscreen. So what I'll do, as he's doing the process, I'll take a couple more videos for you. See you in a bit. We are back again, as you can see at the moment. Just putting the cheese wire all the way around the window. Goes all the way around. They use a little tool then inside on a cordless. So the cord here, and hopefully then that should tighten, which then will cut all the way through the window, enabling to take the window out. There we go, there's a little tool going on. And yes, as you can see, I'm in my PJs again. That's a little bit now. There we go, all cut through. There you go, that's who's doing it. There's the ETS, there's the phone number. Emergency window screens, so if ever you need anything doing, sound loud and all, you know, Jordan is spot on. So there you go, give him a shout.
Then you put a locking key in there.
Yeah. There you go, he's putting the cordless on, as you can see. Now if you can see that, cutting its way through. How good's that, eh? Don't know if you can see it in there. There we go, guys. So it's all cut through now. So hopefully this will just come out. You can see now this is a sealer going on. There you go. Obviously that'll go all the way around. Electric silicone gun, I've got to get one of these. Yeah, she's just putting the rain sensor on at the minute. And the camera will be going back in. Right, so the camera's going back in now, as you can see over there. So you see, you don't need to calibrate these?
No, they're all self-calibrated.
Self-calibrating.
That's it.
That's it, it's all in, it's all back in.
With the rain sensor back in.
Right, there we go. Windscreen all done, all in, all sealed up, all the panels back on. Looking good. So yeah, all that's left now is we've got the radiator bracket to go on there. Just obviously put the panels back on, secure the bumper, etc. Just bits and bobs now. So I'll get all the back sorted and then get it MOT'd and see what's what. So that's it. All done. No doubt. See you on the next one.
And show you the actual clips of it because my dad actually filmed it while I was at work. So we've had a windscreen fitted, and then as you can see here, we've had the wheel refurbished. So I took it to a really well-known wheel refurbishment place. You're gonna know already. If you're from the UK, you should know. And basically, I got him to put it on the wheel machine, and literally he put it on there for about 2 seconds, and he went, nah, scrap, wrecked. And then my friend, good big up Owen, he was like, nah man, we'll get that fixed. So he took it to his place, and they basically bent it back into place, and it's straight as a die. So I think the other place might have just wanted to sell me a wheel, I don't know. I think they've gone to more selling wheels than actually repairing them. But to be honest with you, for the amount of seconds that you put it on the thing, I just felt like I couldn't be asked anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to use them again. Well, I'm not going to use them at all, but this other place, so I'm going to link it, I'm going to put a screenshot of the place. So if you're from Birmingham, West Midlands, check these guys out because they were shit hot, and literally I called them early doors the next day and he's like, yeah, wheel sweet, good to go, which is what we actually want. But the reason why the car hasn't actually been driven away is because of this. If you can see this little bugger here, I'm actually like, I can't remember if I videoed this or I've actually posted this. I don't think I've posted this yet. Basically, the front subframe of the Mini that I bought, because I bought a new one that I basically replaced this one and put a new one in. Long story short, it doesn't have the holes or the brackets for, you're obviously going to see this because I'm going to edit it in. It was on the night and was like, where does this bracket sit? So I bought a new bracket because obviously I don't want a cable tie radiator, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do it properly. I'm not putting brand new windscreens on and trying to repair it the best I can and then cut corners. So long story short, we've had some bits done, but then the little bits, like, I've been waiting a week for this. So my aim is, if the bumper is on and sat in true position with the grille round it attached to the radiator, then if I just line up the bracket according to how it's sitting on the actual bumper grille, so if that's sat on the bumper, then theoretically, when all I've got to do is line the bracket up with that, mark it, drill it out, because obviously there's no holes in the subframe. So yeah, that is us. And then I think got to put wipers back on, these on. I got wiper arches. I'm sure I bought some wiper arches, man. I was on this Alala parts, and I bought these trim and wheel arches, and it cost me nearly 500 quid. This car, man, I was expecting it to be a really cheap, not a really cheap build, but I didn't think it was enough to go into that. I might as well have just cut the front end off and put a new car on the front, like it's been that expensive. And obviously I need to take the rear lights out because they've got corrosion in the actual holders for the bulbs and they need doing. So yeah, I'm sorry, this is like 4 minutes long. I'm really struggling because I don't feel like, because I'm trying to be too real and genuine, I feel like it's boring to other people. Like, some people are really excited and it's like bam, bam, cuts, shuts and everything. Whereas me, I'm just trying to go, this is the problem. 4 minutes later, we're still talking. So if you're still watching, I do really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get on with it. literally went on the schematics of the BMW Mini, and this has took me a lot longer and it's cost me a lot more than I thought. So long story short, because it's a JCW and it's a automatic, the automatics are the only cars that come with the auxiliary radiator. So when I'm asking people online going, have you got this? Most people are like, no, I haven't ever saw this. So if you've got a radiator, it's because you've got an auto JCW, and if you haven't, then I'm pretty sure on the John Cooper Works Cooper S, if it's not an auto and it's not John Cooper Works, you won't have the thingy. So it's been really hard to find stuff because I've been asking online and even searching. It's been pretty difficult. So I've bought radiator supports, I've bought grills, I've bought brackets. Like this has cost me like an extra 250 quid that I didn't realise I had to spend. And obviously when the car costs $4,000, it just, percentage wise, it just keeps chewing into the budget, which is what I'm actually fed up of now, to be fair. I'm like hoping and praying. We had the wheel done, windscreen done, got the brackets, got the cowling. I'm hoping that's it. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go from like middle to front. So I'm going to put all this cowling and everything back on, and then what I want to do, I want to see, does that, oh, that's going to sit on top there, I think. And then what I want to do is put the wipers on, get the front bumper, pull that out of the way, put the bracket on here, line that up with that, because I think somewhere it bolts up, so I need to see where this bolts onto here, because we've got like, it only goes on one way, so I'm guessing it's gonna kind of go on like that, but then that is gonna bolt through somehow, and then obviously that sits against it. So yeah, that's what I've got to work out. Like, is my radiator's not upside down, is it? So yeah, I've just got to work out how it's gonna line up. So in the last half an hour you haven't saw me, I've basically been scowling through all this kind of jazz, because what I've learnt is, and this is for any of you lot out there that are planning on doing something as crazy as this, don't bin anything. Like if you crash your own car and you want to repair it, or if you're buying a crash car, don't bin a thing, because one, you might be able to reuse it, two, at least you can gauge kind of where it's come from. So if I did this ever again, I'd probably video the whole front end and go, ah, this is this, oh, this is that, because I'm coming to points now where I'm having to kind of use my imagination and think, where does this go, where does that go? So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jack up this side, get this wheel off, I'm going to put the bumper on as if it's staying on, I'm going to line this up with this. To be fair, I don't know if I even have to, because surely if this just fixes in a certain way, there we go, look, so I'm guessing that goes in there, and then this must bolt in somehow, because look, watch, that goes in there like that, and then I'm guessing, yeah, that's sound, that is. So I need to find out how this bolts up. So genuinely it took me about an hour to get this. I'm hoping it looks right. So I've got this bolt, and then I've angled this one here, so I'm hoping that kind of, like, once that's tightened up, that sits like that, and then this radiator lines up against it. So I'm going to bolt this up, I'm going to put the bumper back on and just see how it, so it's all lined up here, to be fair. So I'm hoping that's us, to be honest. Right, this has been so difficult. I've took this on and off about 6 times now. So I've got this kind of lined up here, but I've got this bracket here which come with the kit, which I don't know if that actually goes there or not. And then this, I'm like, where do you bolt on? Like, do you go that side of it and then bolt on somehow? Oh, this is killing me, this is, you know, honestly. Because I can't find any other John Cooper Works that's had this done. I'm just looking, thinking, does that work? Does that work? So obviously, because this isn't a John Cooper Works one, I'm gonna have to like drill somewhere along here just to get it to go in. Right, so you join us a few days later without a microphone and without the camera. So we managed to get this to line up here. So this literally like sits like that. Sweet, mounted that up, lovely. Put these in, even though I've got new ones of these, but the front bumper, I've got to connect this pedestrian thing back in, parking sensors in the side, and we can put the front bumper back on, man. Right, so the last rear thing you can see, actually he's not in pyjamas today.
Yeah, look at these.
It's only because it's roasting.
No, it's because the sun's been out.
So we're just popping these off, pretty simple. Don't be scared of a trim tool removal. Remove that, and then there's a clip that side, a clip that side, push that in, and then the light comes off. And then happy days, there you are. Let's get this one out.